It's your boy DJ Mingo. It's the Grind Show, and this is the part of the show where we reach out to the artists so the artists can reach out to you. You dig? This time we went up to New York, specifically Brooklyn, and we hooked up with my man Iceman D.B.H. I said, yo man, I got wind of your single, I think it's hot. Why don't you come on and do the show? He said, I'll do the show. So without further ado, let's get into the interview. So Iceman D.B.H, tell the people where you're from.
I'm from Brooklyn, East New York.
So what made you start doing music, and how long have you been in the game?
I've been rapping for a little minute now. I started rapping when I was probably like maybe 10 years old or whatever and shit like that. Yeah, I started like, singing little raps and stuff like that. But, my brothers and them, they was already like close with people in the industry and shit like that. My sister-in-law, she was an executive producer, I think for like Wu-Tang or something like that. Like she was doing some stuff with Wu-Tang. And my other brother, he used to work like for Bad Boy, doing some stuff with Bad Boy and all that. Then I just was always listening to music, listening to like songs like Biggie, Jay-Z, you feel me? Growing up listening to Fab, Lloyd Banks, G-Unit, 50 Cent, watching the countdown of different like music videos on MTV, BET and shit. And, I was just putting rhymes together and stuff like that from young. So I already knew like I probably was going to get into the music thing. I was going to be a rapper. So yeah. And I've been in the game maybe seriously now, maybe for like going on 10 years now. I've been like doing stuff in the industry and stuff like that. So yeah.
So tell me, how did you get the name Iceman D.B.H?
Yeah, I got the name Iceman. They was calling me Iceman when I was younger and shit like that. They was calling me Iceman, but then D.B.H, D.B.H stand for, the big homie. So they was calling me Iceman, the big homie, like together like that, like the big homie. You feel me? But a lot of my friends was like, yo, why they calling you Iceman, the big homie? Like, that's too long. Like, you gotta cut that shit down, make it shorter. You feel me? Because when people looking for your name and like on Google or in a search bar, that's mad shit to type in. So they was like, you gotta put it like, make it shorter, like, alright, Iceman D.B.H, D.B.H, or something like that. So I was like, alright, cool. So I started like, saying my name is Iceman D.B.H, and people was like, oh, that's different. Like, what D.B.H stand for? And I always gotta tell them like the big homie. Like, but the D, some people, spell the regular like T-H-E, but coming from like the hood, you feel me? People put D-A, like the, like, I know probably kind of weird to certain people, but yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah.
Tell us about your song, Henny No Chaser.
Okay, so yeah, Henny No Chaser. Yeah, that's my hit single. Like, that's the song that I'm really like known for, like all around the world. Like, they was playing it in the States at first. They was playing it in New York. Then it started like spreading, going down south. Then it started hitting like the West Coast, then the Midwest, and then it started hitting like UK. They was playing on the radio in UK and London. And then they started like playing in Africa and shit like that. And like people was like sending me videos of them playing it on the radio and stuff like that in other countries. Then, it was playing on the radio in New York on 105 and then Shade 45 and all that shit. They was talking about it on Hot 97. So yeah, it was like the song was moving around a lot. Then they was talking about it in different blogs, and it was a lot of videos, people like different reels, people was making reels and stuff like that. And then it was a lot of like promotion behind it. There was a lot of like people promoting it. I was promoting a lot, and my label and shit like that. So the song started getting out there, and it was like a very like, catchy song. A lot of people liked it. Then yeah, so that's like my top like song right now that a lot of people know me for. So we still pushing that. I mean, people still like it. People saying that's gonna be like a hit song for a long time. Like that's like one of those songs like that's gonna be very memorable, and people always gonna be able to like sing it and shit because it's very relatable, and it's like timeless. So yeah, Henny No Chaser, that's the banger right there. Yeah.
Okay, what new projects do you have out?
My new projects that I have out, I just dropped a new single, More Bottles. That shit is fire. We got a lot of promo for that, you know. Got a couple features on there, like remixes coming out. You know, we got the visuals for that is gonna be coming out real soon. Also, I got my LP, you know, my album that I dropped, Return of the Hustler 2. That's been out for a little while, but we got a new project that's gonna be coming out soon, a new EP that I'm about to drop, you know, sometime later this year and everything. So people be on the lookout for that. Yeah, so yeah, More Bottles. Yeah, that's the new single right now though. As we pushing this shit, we pushing that real hard. More Bottles or whatever and stuff like that. So yeah.
Tell us about your album, Return of the Hustler 2.
Yeah, Return of the Hustler 2. Yeah, that's my album. My last album that I dropped, my last LP. Got a couple tracks on there, plus the intro. Yeah, you know, I got my boy on there, Big East. He from my neighborhood. You know, he an up and coming artist from Brooklyn, East New York. You know, big artist. He got a couple tracks out and stuff like that. He got a lot of, you know, different visuals and stuff like that. Got another artist on there, Ratchet Rico. You know, that's my bro and stuff like that. He's real big in the battle rap scene right now. You know, URL and all that stuff and the other battle rap platforms and stuff. And then I got a couple other features on there. You know, got a couple like club bangers on there. We got, you know, songs for the streets. You know, I got love songs on there too. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that project, you know. Yeah, I dropped that a little while ago and stuff like that, but it might be new to certain people that didn't hear it already. Return to the Hustler 2. Yeah, so go check that out. Everybody, if you haven't checked it out yet, my last album and stuff like that, it's lit. Got a couple bangers on there and shit. You're gonna be able to, you know, play every song on there. It's fire, like, so you're gonna be able to run like right through there, like right through the whole album. Yeah, it's fire. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on all like streaming platforms. So make sure to go check that out. Yeah.
So tell me, you got any shows coming up? Any tours?
Yeah, I was just on the payroll tour. We hit a couple different spots and stuff like that. I was in Tennessee, I was in Texas, I was in LA, I was in VA, I was in Connecticut. I was just moving around. Like I was in Jersey. So I was a couple different places on my tour. I had a couple different like shows, but for any like new and upcoming shows, yeah, I got a couple shows coming up and stuff like that in New York City and stuff like that. Out of town, yeah, I got some other shows that's probably gonna be coming up soon, maybe in like Texas and maybe in Florida and stuff like that. Cause you know my management, they spoke to a couple people out there, a couple different promoters and stuff like that. So yeah, I got some shows coming up out there too. So yeah, be on the lookout. You know, follow me on IG. You know, and you'll be seeing all my new shows that's coming up and places that I'm gonna be at. You know, just keep staying tuned and follow me and stuff like that for all my fans and shit. Yeah.
How do you deal with regular life and being a musician / rapper?
How do I deal with regular life and being a musician? Yeah, I mean, shit, life is life, and you feel me? Like, I still, you know, deal with my family and friends and stuff like that, and you know, I still live a regular life and stuff like that. I still Gotta get up, pay bills, make sure certain things is up and running, and make sure certain things is still in motion, while I'm still doing the music and stuff like that. So, it's like an everyday thing. Like, I'm taking care of regular life stuff, plus dealing with being in the music industry and stuff like that, and, talking to my people and my team and them, taking calls for me and sending out emails and things that gotta get taken care of business-wise with my lawyer and stuff like that, and traveling and, paying for certain things and having certain expenses, and, it's just something that you gotta do. You feel me? It's no escaping it. Like you either gonna deal with it, with what comes with this life of being a musician and being a rap artist, or you not, so I just look at it like, yo, you gotta lace up your boots, get up, and just handle it. Like, deal with what you gotta deal with. Ain't no ducking it. Like, life is life, and you feel me? Like, that's all I can say about that. Yeah.
What are some of the things you would tell other musicians that are on the come up?
Some things that I would tell other musicians that's on the come up, I would tell them to learn as much about the game and the industry as possible. I would tell them to keep on grinding, don't stop, keep pushing, keep on doing what you gotta do, keep going to the studio, keep on creating and making more music. If you don't have any money, try to get some money, get a job, or, if you got a hustle or something like that, if you got something that you're doing, just try to maintain that and invest in yourself. Don't be scared to invest in yourself and to spend money on necessary things that you need to elevate your career and become a better, musician and a better artist. And keep a nice close, like a nice small circle, like around you, like a nice team of people around you that want to, have your best interests at heart. You feel me? Like, they got your best interests at heart. They want to see you doing good. They want you to do the right things. They gonna call you out when you doing the wrong thing. They gonna make sure that you're moving in the right direction and stuff like that. And whoever not with you, just get them out of your circumference, man. Get them out your circle. Whoever's not with you, whether it be family members, whether it be a significant other, friends that you grew up with, whoever's not riding with you, just get them away from you if they don't got your vision. If they don't got your vision, or they not trying to see your vision, or they not trying to contribute, or they not trying to show any type of support, just get them away from you, man. Because if this is what you really believe in, and this is something that you try to pour your heart into, and you put your life into, then that's just what it is. And it's gonna be a lot of lonely nights. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be a lot of times where you feel like you want to give up, but you can't give up. You just gotta keep on pushing, because things are gonna get greater later. It might not come as fast as you want it to come, and you might not see the results that you want to see instantly, but as time goes by, everything is going to start getting better. You're going to be, the more that you promote yourself, put yourself out there, and you building your fan base, things are going to get better.
So tell me how your childhood was growing up in Brooklyn.
My childhood growing up, my childhood was kind of crazy, because my neighborhood, or where I grew up at, was wild. Like, I came up in Brooklyn, East New York, and East New York already had a reputation for being like a bad area where it was a lot of drug dealing going on, a lot of crime, a lot of robberies, a lot of murder going on and stuff like that. So I grew up in them times where it was real crazy outside. There was a lot of crime going on, a lot of stuff going on, and people was losing their life early at an early age and going to jail, and people was off, like, all drugged out and smoked out off the drugs and shit and stuff like that. And so my childhood I had my mom, she was hardworking. My father, he was in the streets. You know, he was selling drugs and stuff like that. He was doing what he was doing and stuff like that. But both my parents was like educated, so I was always smart as a kid. I was very intelligent. They made sure I was in my books, that I went to school, and I was always in school doing the right thing as far as like my classes and you know, I was always good in class, but I just had like a little temper problem. Like I was always like getting into fights and stuff like that, getting into little scuffles, because like, I ain't gonna lie, like my parents, even though they wasn't always there because they was always out working and stuff like that, they always made sure that I had things that I needed and stuff like that. Like I was always fly as a kid. I was always, you know, always had stuff, and that made like other kids jealous of me, like other people in my neighborhood jealous of me and stuff like that. So, you know, I was coming up, going to school, you know, they see me, they like, damn, this kid, no, I was always a handsome dude. So they was trying to test me. So I always got into little fights and stuff like that, and people would try to come at me and stuff like that. Then that led to me like being in the streets at an early age, hanging out, going to parties and stuff like that, clubbing, you know, being outside on the block, you know, hanging out with the wrong crowd and stuff like that. I started getting to, you know, illegal activities and going to jail and stuff like that, getting locked up and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a lot like growing up for me. I ain't gonna lie, but I traveled a lot though too. Like I was going to different states, going to different places and stuff like that. So I had like friends from all over, like, so I was like a well-rounded like person and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite artists?
Some of my favorite artists. Some of my favorite artists is like, you know, Biggie, of course, you know, Biggie, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z, Fab, Big L, 50 Cent. I said Banks, Lloyd Banks. I was listening to Wu-Tang. I was listening to like, you know, Jada, The Lox. Yeah, just anybody that was like real lyrical, like coming up, that was spitting real bars, that was fire, I was listening to. I ain't gonna lie, like, and you know, but I listened to a lot of 50. I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to a lot of 50, like in the early 2000s, going into the late 2000s. I was listening to a lot of like 50, and then yeah, I listened to Mace too. I ain't gonna lie, I used to love Mace. I was listening to Mace too, coming up. Yeah, so yeah, that's like some of my favorite artists. Yeah.
Alright. So how important is family to you?
Family is very important to me. I came up from a big family. I had a lot of cousins, a lot of uncles, aunts. I had a big family and stuff like that. So I had a big family on my mom's side. I'm not gonna lie, I had a big family on my mother's side. Had a lot of family that was connected with a lot of different people and stuff like that from all over and stuff. Not so much on my father's side. My father's side, it had like a small family on my father's side, but my mom's side, it was pretty big. So yeah, that's where I was really like hanging out. That's where it started with me, like really hanging out in the streets and, you know, going places and seeing a lot of different stuff from being on my mom's side and being around people and being exposed to different things and stuff like that. Being on my mom's side of the family and stuff, because I had a lot of cousins everywhere, like all over New York. Cousins everywhere, for real. Yeah, so I used to go to a lot of family functions, birthday parties, weddings and stuff like that. No sweet 16s. I was always at family events, like growing up. Like in between me, like not being incarcerated or not being locked up, if I was outside, I was like at family functions or going to like family gatherings and stuff like that, family reunions. So I was big on family. Like I'm big on family. Like I'm a family person. Like I'm very family oriented. Like I like a family setting and stuff like that. Yeah, I believe in, being there for your family and helping out family type stuff. Yeah.
I've never asked anybody this question in any interview. Are you religious or spiritual?
I used to be religious when I was growing up because my mom's side of the family, they was Christian, and they used to make sure we went to church when we was young, and we used to go to church every Sunday and stuff like that, or every other Sunday. They used to make sure I went to church and stuff. And I used to be religious, reading the Bible and stuff like that. And then as I got older and I started studying different religions and, studying different people lifestyles and their religious ways and stuff like that, I started to drift off more into the spiritual, side of things, and, talking to different people from different countries and stuff like that and different walks of life. So I just felt like I didn't want to believe in religion no more like that. I was more on the spiritual, going towards a more spiritual direction and stuff like that, spiritual path. So yeah, I'm very spiritual. I believe in a higher power, I believe in God, I believe in a creator and stuff like that. I believe in, karma, all that stuff. I believe in, doing unto others as you want them to do unto you, all that stuff. I believe that, when you do good things come back to you, all that. Yeah. I believe in positive energy, good positive energy, negative energy, all that, yeah.
So how is your relationship with your family and your friends while you're pushing your music career? Because I know it's got to be kind of hard.
My relationship with family and friends while I do my music, I had to cut certain friends off and to cut certain family members off just so I could do this thing, do this music thing, because like I said again, a lot of people not going to have the same vision that you have. A lot of people are not going to understand why you're doing the things you're doing. And also, a lot of people not going to support you. You just got to be, you got to stay strong, and whoever is supporting you and stuff like that, show them love back. Whoever is in your corner, show them love back and stuff like that, because ain't nobody got to really be there for you. And when I first started coming up doing this thing, a lot of my friends and family probably looked at me like I was crazy, like, yo, why you trying to do this? Why you want to be a musician and stuff like that? But I just looked at it like, this is my calling. Like, this is something that I've been wanting to do. I've been doing music. I was always, rapping as a kid, going to the studio with my friends, recording little stuff and everything. And then I started taking it serious as I got older. So, some of my friends are still around, some aren't, some family members are still around, some, they're not dealing with me and stuff like that, and that's okay, because, as you go on in life and you elevating in life and you doing the things you're supposed to do, you're going to realize that it starts to get lonely. It starts to get lonely. You're going to find that, you're going to be by yourself a lot for a lot of things that you want to accomplish in life. And when you chasing your dreams and you trying to achieve your goals, it gets lonely. So, yeah.
So what is it like touring?
Touring was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, you jumping from state to state, you going to these hotels and staying at these hotels, and or staying at these Airbnbs and stuff like that, these different places, and or staying with family. However you doing it, it's a lot. Just waking up in the morning, going out, getting the necessary things that you need. If as far as accessories and you having clothes to wear to go out to these clubs or these lounges to go perform in these different spots in these different states, or meeting up with these different people and getting the rentals and getting the cars and making sure that you eating the right stuff and going out to eat and meeting new people from all over the world, people like with different views on life and that, you know, different, that come from different lifestyles and stuff like that. It's a lot. Like getting on these airlines and taking these flights, or getting on these trains, or getting on the Greyhound. It's a lot. Like touring is a lot, and it's very expensive too. Like if you don't have like a bag, if you don't got a big bag to spend on touring, it's things are not gonna go well for you, because you gotta come with some money, like, because you gotta eat when you on tour. You know, you gotta, you know, pay for gas and stuff like that if you moving around. You know, security and stuff like that. All these things, like, you gotta pay for, like, when you out of town and you doing stuff. So yeah, it's a lot. Then, you know, you in places that you never been before, so you might be feeling a little uncomfortable. You might, you know, some people might make you feel uncomfortable. You just gotta get used to it after a while. Like, you know, especially if it's like, if you never did that before in your life, if you've never been jumping from state to state and stuff like that in your life, and moving around and so much, it's a lot. Like, you know, it could be tiring for you. You know, you gotta be well rested. You gotta make sure that you got a good, you know, good people around you and stuff like that. If you are going out of town with somebody, people that you could trust. Yeah, it's a lot. Like touring was crazy for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like going all those places and going to all these different states and stuff like that, different places, was a lot for me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's something that you really gotta be prepared for mentally. Like, you know, waking up and knowing that you gotta be at certain places at a certain time, and you gotta meet certain deadlines and stuff like that, or like you gotta be on time for certain things, or you gonna miss out. Yeah, so it's a lot. Then it's, you know, the females be coming at you and stuff like that, and you know, people be trying to befriend you. You meeting new people and stuff. So it's a lot.
This is a very good question for you. What's your take on the rap game right now?
My take on the rap game right now, I mean, I feel like everything is evolution. Like, everything is just, you know, the rap game is going to be constantly changing. Music, period, is going to be like constantly changing. So nothing is going to remain the same. So we just going into a time right now where things are getting different. People are coming with a different sound. You know, so people are coming through with different messages and stuff like that. You know, people are trying to change the culture of hip hop and how things used to be. And it's just different. It's just different right now. But I feel like everybody brings something new to the game. Like, everybody brings something new to the game. Everybody that's involved brings something different to the game. That's why it's always going to be changing and stuff like that. So you just got to adapt to the times and stuff like that, or just adapt to it, or just come through with something new. Like, you know, bring your own little twist on it. Like, bring your own style and what you have to offer to the game. That's, you know.
Hi, and for the ladies that are listening, how you love life, you know, I gotta put you on the spot. You did?
My love life, I try to keep my love life private. I don't really try to like put that out there as much, or in the media, and talk about that, you know, and stuff like that. But I am like speaking to somebody, you know, dealing with somebody and stuff like that. We've been talking for a little while, but I've tried not to really put that out too much, you know, out there and stuff like that. I like to keep a private life when it comes to that and stuff like that. I don't really like to, you know, have everybody in my business when it comes to that. So yeah, but everything's good. Everything's good over here on this side. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah. I'm happy.
I seen you been all around the world with the music, so what's next?
Yeah, what's next? I said we still working on a couple new projects, up and coming projects. I plan on traveling some more, going to other countries and stuff like that, doing, pushing my music, promoting my music, getting on other platforms and stuff, meeting new people and stuff like that. Trying to get more, accomplish more and stuff. Work with some new artists and stuff like that. Come out with some new songs. Try out new things that I haven't done already. Yeah, so it's a lot. I got a lot. It's a lot coming up. God willing. God, permits it for me to stay here on this earth long enough. Yeah, so I got a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish, things I want to take care of musically.
Who are some of the artists you want to work with?
Some artists that I want to work with, I wouldn't mind like doing some songs with like J. Cole. I wouldn't mind doing some songs with Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Wayne. I like, a couple of different artists I thought about like doing songs with. I want to do songs with a couple like reggae artists, dancehall artists. I want to do songs with, a couple singers and stuff like that. Like, I want to be like diverse with it. Like, I want to do like a mixture of different things. So, yeah.
Iceman D.B.H, has been great hanging out with you. I got family and friends all over the 5 boroughs. Next time I'm in New York, we're going to hook up. You feel me? But in the meantime, and in between time, we get into your new single, Henny No Chaser. This is Iceman D.B.H. Let's go.
I don't want no soda with that. I want my Henny straight, no chaser. The money is coming and going. Yeah, it's coming and going. What's the name of that tree show? Bro, I don't be knowing. I know she'll eat her, beat her, and leave her straight to Uber. She going high off the lotto. Oh, he a high hat, straight for his top will be blowing. What you wearing tonight? Cuban the link, Dior the blazer. She got the Jaddy, dress on her back, a red boat. She from Jamaica. We met at the bar. She don't live far. Her man don't come, I'ma take her. He popped the soda, boy, you dumb. I like Henny, no chaser. 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 Boy, you dumb? I like Henny, no chaser. 20K on the wrist. Look at my account, that's the last transaction. Getting money, better tapping. Gotta stay with it. Can't get caught lacking. Gucci the fabric. Take a puff of this out when I hop out the action. Pull under the table. Let me get another shot while I bust down a salmon. Shorty all on my body. Staring me down. You see me before? Can you pay my respect? Cause you killing it, baby. That's Christian Dior. She don't like the Marley and mess up her throat. Can you give her some raw? Talking hot in the club, tryna run to your car, we gon' dump at your door. The money is coming and going. Yeah, it's coming and going. What's the name of that tree show? Bro, I don't be knowing. I know she'll eat her, beat her, and leave her straight to Uber. She going high off the lotto. Oh, he a high hat, straight for his top will be blowing. What you wearing tonight? Cuban the link, Dior the blazer. She got the Jaddy, dress on her back, a red boat. She from Jamaica. We met at the bar. She don't live far. Her man don't come, I'ma take her. He popped the soda, boy, you dumb? I like Henny, no chaser. 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 Boy, you dumb? I like Henny, no chaser. My is with me, we done off the Henny. You riding with gang? You better get busy. Not from the block, we callin' her Jenny. BBL make me bust like a sim. Big for all the guys, we going up. If I put her in drive, bust a U-turn, another op pack rolling up. Shots to his Kenny, he throwing up. Y'all see this set, I be throwing up. She play hard to get, another shot of Henny. I'm busting that cheese since she folding up. The money is coming and going. Yeah, it's coming and going. What's the name of that tree show? Bro, I don't be knowing. I know she'll eat her, beat her, and leave her straight to Uber. She going high off the lotto. Oh, he a high hat, straight for his top will be blowing. What you wearing tonight? Cuban the link, Dior the blazer. She got the Jaddy, dress on her back, a red boat. She from Jamaica. We met at the bar. She don't live far, a man don't come, I'ma take her. He put out the soda, boy, you dumb? I like Henny, no chaser. I like Henny, no chaser.